thank you all for being here. And now, who am I introducing next? Who's next?
Distinguished guests, the Prime Minister of the Republic of India.
So this was not AI. I thought at first that, with so much misinformation that I will be making a video later about that topic. We see so many things out there that are edited or out of context that one has to be careful, especially when we are talking about Joe Biden, which always looks quite clueless. But this was a new one because for 1 second, he knew that he had to present. He was, being followed by the Prime Minister of India, and he just got lost and forgot what was going on around him. It was really painful to watch. And the most pressing question that I have is in regards to this. We will be talking about the fact that Jill Biden was also invited to this meeting that, let's say the president took a seat aside. And my question is, who is running the United States right now? Because I could talk again about Joe Biden's body language, and it would be rather easy to see that he was, a bit lost and pissed, perhaps. That expression that he has been doing like forever, maybe 2 or 3 years, when we were first reporting about his mental decline, and we got attacked in so many ways. I remember that I was very, very toxically attacked online by trying to imply that maybe the guy was not in top cognitive shape, and now we know the truth. But he is rather angry. He was taken aside, even if he claimed so many times that he was going to be the candidate, that he was in perfect shape, he was doing great. And he was replaced by Kamala Harris, thanks to the Democrat Party that said that, those results from the debate were not the most optimal. But this...
Who's next?
This is quite embarrassing. It's like seeing the president of the United States with this level of being lost. I don't know. There has to be a word for that. I don't know that word right now. But seeing this level of being lost in public, it is really concerning. Really concerning just for one reason. And the reason is that we have to wait until January. And, the United States is essentially headless until then. Who is running the country? And what is happening in the international, from an international point of view with these circumstances? And I'm going to play this clip. Was he talking about Jill at that meeting? And it is not encouraging. It's not encouraging at all. We are gonna need the subtitles, by the way.
Jill is here today. Heard that clapping. It wasn't for me. When we came in.
At least he's making some jokes, so he is actually aware of where he is. Maybe whatever he's taking works for some minutes, maybe a couple hours, and then fades away. But his movement, the way that he slurs the words, has been worse. It's getting worse. So this is the kind of things that many people are saying. The United States is being seen as weak right now. And in terms of international affairs, that is not good at all for anybody. And I mean anybody.
And here across previous administration, first ladies have attended these meetings for specific reasons.
Well, maybe at some point, first ladies have attended these meetings. I wouldn't say that is exactly a lie. But why does it seem like she is in charge? Like in the sense that people are around her, maybe it was a special circumstance. But the current special circumstances is that the United States is being seen as the laughingstock of the world. So this is not a good look. And in the sense that you see all the gaffes that Joe Biden has been doing lately, except, of course, he has been really, really lucid when it comes to talking about the fact that he wanted to be the candidate, that he deserved to be the candidate, because you remember how many times I'm not going to stop saying this. You remember how many times he was lauded as the best president ever of the United States of America. So what happened? What happened with Joe Biden? Why was he cast aside? We have an expression in Venezuela that Hugo Chavez, I cannot repeat that in here because it's not family friendly at all, but he was cast aside, tossed aside. He was a puppet that was no longer working, was no longer funny, and that was no longer useful to whoever is pulling the strings.
For specific reasons. This is the first time Jill has joined us, and it goes to show how important the issue is, which she's about to speak to the both of us. Today, at the top of our meeting, Jill's going to give an update on the House initiative, White House initiative, to fundamentally change the approach and fund how we approach and fund women's health services.
Okay, that is nice, I guess, but still, did this have to be like covered everywhere? Was that necessary? Well, I guess. I don't know.
So I'd like to turn it over to Jill and for any comments she has, and it's all yours, kid.
Thank you. You know, sometimes the White House surprises you.
Okay, so that's where the meeting actually begins. But again, that's something that I find really, really concerning. Like being headless, the most powerful country in the world, nukes and all, but everything that has been happening on Russia, Ukraine, China, and, well, of course, the Middle East, that is a mess right now. This is not looking good. And I can understand that many people say, but why would anybody would care about international affairs? They're so far away. That doesn't hurt us in any way. Well, that is the issue. The issue is that if you're American, you need to be very clear that the influence of the United States in the world is undeniable. And by influence, I mean that is perhaps the most important actor in the whole world in terms of, well, stability, in terms of socio-political, geopolitical stability. In many ways, we could say that whoever has the reins of the United States, well, gets to call the shots. So in this case, I would really advise all of my viewers from the United States and from outside the United States as well to try to analyze this from the perspective that it is a dangerous situation, because it's like having some kind of car without a driver. You know that cars without drivers are becoming more common, but you get what I'm saying. It's a dangerous situation, and I don't think that Kamala Harris is the answer to this. And either way, I promote the freedom to choose whoever you want to, President of the United States, but I don't know, maybe you were fooled not once, but many times by the Democrat Party in all these instances, and they, both Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and many others, I'm going to talk about AOC a bit later, they keep telling lies and repeating hoaxes and trying to fool you, and this nothingness and this chaos, this induced chaos. So you might as well think about this and make the right choice in November. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My body language buddies, remember to download my 100 body language tips in the description of this video, and you will be subscribed to my email list as well. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. Much love and bliss.